Well, welcome, everyone. So excited to be here today. I actually just turned to Andrea and said, it's very interesting. This started with a simple conversation, just a conversation. Let me talk to you about an idea. So, very excited today that everything has come to pass from the beginning of just a conversation. This day has been years in the making. We've known for quite some time the need for a food pantry on our campus, but it took the right circumstances, the right relationships, and hard work to finally bring everything to fruition. I'd like to take a second to thank the Food Bank of Greenwood, the executive director, Andrea White, whose stewardship and advocacy has been instrumental to this happening. Again, as I started off by saying, that simple phone call that made all the difference with sharing the why. We talked about the need and the why. I'd also like to thank Second Harvest for their generous support. We certainly could not do this without you all. Finally, let me take a moment to thank my staff, Kendra LaGreca and Patsy Garcia, for their tireless efforts in moving this forward. What's exciting about them, and it's not on the page, is from the moment we started talking about the food bank, they jumped in and wanted to make it a success. And so I am so appreciative of them and their efforts to make this day a success. This college has a strong culture of caring. We make a point to make sure that we can see our students and provide what they need to succeed. The Hope Pantry is a vital resource on campus to support the health and well-being of the students and the staff. So thank you again for being with us today to celebrate the beginning of something special. I'm also going to take a moment to say that even though I think that the name of the pantry is absolutely perfect, I must admit that it was not my idea. That was actually part of the pitch that was made to me when I received the call. She said, I actually have the perfect name for the pantry already. And I said, well, what would it be? And she said, well, we could call it the Hope Pantry. I was like, okay, now how am I going to say no now? So without further ado, I'd actually like to turn the mic over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Rivers. Thank you all so much for being here. Hope is described as a feeling of expectation and a desire for a certain thing to happen or be the case. Today, we celebrate this new hope for the students and staff of Piedmont Technical College. The hope and assurance that having food access and equity will be at their disposal on a daily basis. For years, this pantry will continue to enrich the lives of countless students, staff, and their families. Thank you to Dr. Rivers, Piedmont's esteemed president, and her leadership team for having a brief conversation with me in 2021 in an effort to meet the needs of our students and our staff. It was through those conversations that I was introduced to the dream team, Kendra and Patsy, who have been instrumental in this project from the very beginning. This project would not be successful without each of you. And to the additional staff of Piedmont Technical College, thank you for everything that you've done. My friends at Ascend Cares Foundation, thank you all for saying yes and yes time and time again. Thank you to Kay Carter, President and CEO of the Second Harvest Food Bank, for providing additional resources for the grand opening today. Special thank you to FBGC staff, Board of Directors, Board Chair Teresa Goodman, for supporting this project from expanding our community service outreach. Community leaders and friends, your presence here today speaks volumes as we continue to work together to change the narrative around food insecurity among college and university students. Thank you all so much.
Hello there. For those of you who may not know me, I am Kendra LaGreca. I'm the Student Life Coordinator at Piedmont Technical College. In addition to planning student life events, I have had the great honor over the past year to work on bringing a food pantry to our Greenwood campus. As we look to the future of the Hope Pantry at Piedmont Tech, I think it's really important that we take some time to thank those for getting us here today. So first, I'd like to thank our president, Dr. Hope Rivers, and our Vice President of Student Affairs, Joshua Black. Where are you? There you are. Thanks. For recognizing the need for the pantry and for kind of setting this all in motion. Andrea White and the Food Bank of Greenwood, thank you so much for guiding us through this process and for partnering with us to meet the needs of Piedmont Tech students. All the committee members, volunteers, and donors who have so generously given their time, energy, and resources to this, thank you. Marketing and facilities, thank you for helping us design and create a welcoming environment for our students. Campus police, thank you for always being willing to lend a helping hand on delivery days and beyond. And last but not least, I want to thank Patsy Garcia, who unfortunately is at home not feeling well, who has spent hours researching, planning, compiling resources, and who has done anything and everything else that has been needed to make this pantry a reality. And also to anybody who I have forgotten to mention, there has been so many people who have poured into the pantry, and I have been in a wonderful position to get to see the community of Piedmont Tech come together for our students. This grand opening today represents Piedmont Technical College's commitment to its students. We recognize that there are often significant sacrifices that students make to further their education and to better their lives. With this pantry, we aim to ensure that access to healthy nourishment is not one of those sacrifices. To the students here today, I think I can speak on behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff when I say that we are behind you. We are your biggest fans, and we are proud of the hard work that you do each day to earn your degree. It is my hope that as you walk into the pantry, you are encouraged to keep going one more day, one more semester, until you reach your goals. Thank you all for coming today. And I'd like to invite those who are involved in the ribbon cutting ceremony to come on up.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.